Welcome to the GCN Tech Show. He's back, I'm here, there's two of us. Get in.
Nice. This week we've got hot new waterproof tech, hot new Olympic 3D printed secret tech, the bike vault, your upgrades, and much more.
Oh, let's do it, mate. It's good to have you back. Nearly left me hanging. Never awkward.
Right, before we go any further, make sure, if you haven't already, you download the new GCN app, as the plan with this is to just make everyone's life easier. It'll make your guys' life easier when you take pictures, when you're out on a ride, you can submit them for the bike vault or upgrades and things like that, and it'll make our lives easier when we're going through the pictures and collating them to use in the show.
Yeah, and let's face it, if it makes our lives easier, you've got to do it.
Yeah.
Right then, okay, now we've got that out of the way, let's carry on with our main talking point this week. And it is the technological arms war, if you like, of bike tech, which is happening ahead of the Tokyo Olympics.
Yeah, I mean, it's really exciting this. I love the Olympics. And what's particularly exciting, I feel, about this Games, Tokyo 2020, is that more nations than ever seem to be engaging in that technological arms race for track cycling and pushing the boundaries of what advantages can be gained from using specialist tech.
Yeah. Now, undoubtedly, the nation which is, at the pinnacle of this is our very own Great Britain, isn't it? When the Olympics comes around, we start to see tech that we've never seen before, and they keep it hidden away, don't they? It's like the special toy you only bring out for the big day. And it is mega exciting.
Yeah, especially when the winning margins are so small on the track. That's why this is significant and important. You're talking hundredths of a second in the pursuit sometimes, and a specialist piece of tech can make all of the difference.
Yeah.
A great example of how much difference tech can make on the track would be our friends of the channel, the Who What Bike team, who started out as a group of amateurs, but by taking tech and aerodynamics to a whole nother level, they were able to take on the world's best and win. We've actually done a video with them in the past, so if you've not seen it, we'll link to it at the end of this one. You can watch it, it's really interesting.
Yeah, and in just the past week, there's been a really radical bike design come out from the folks at Hope Technology, together with Lotus, the brand who are more renowned really for their cars, but also they made, don't forget, the bike that Chris Boardman used way back in 1992, Barcelona Olympics, and kind of pushed the boundaries from there on. But they're not the only people or the only nation that are going to be using a track bike, because of course they'll be partnering up with the GB team, because we reckon we've spotted something else.
Yeah, check this out. We think this is the bike that the Japanese team are going to be using at Tokyo 2020. It's badged up as a Bridgestone.
But it's not the tyres.
Yeah,
no,
a bit like the tyres.
Yeah.
But it's got an incredibly stiff and neat and tidy looking front end, if you look at the cockpit there. And, I think it's set up in a sprinting mode there.
Yeah, I've heard as well. Now, I can't find any photos that apparently the Germans have got a new bike as well, with a slightly longer top tube. I don't know anything more than that though, but I will be keeping my eyes peeled. So from speaking to aerodynamicists and wind tunnel experts, we've understood that one of the biggest gains to be had is actually with a skin suit.
Yeah, we visited the Silverstone Sports Engineering Hub wind tunnel recently, and they have specialist facilities there and wind tunnels that they're using to develop skin suits. A company based there called Gore-Tex was actually developing suits for undisclosed nations / federations for the Olympics, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah, when we were there actually, the guys said, look, you can't walk down this corridor because there were some confidential meetings taking place. So we didn't do just that. But we have been led to believe it's not Team GB. But if you're a mole on the inside, who knows? Let us know in the comments, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, the facilities and setup they had there was really fascinating. There was a special smaller wind tunnel that was used specifically for testing out fabrics. So fabrics can be placed over objects and things like cylinders and then assessed for their aerodynamic properties at all manner of different speeds. But the real kind of game-changing tech that they had was 3D body scanning and 3D printing.
Yeah, but this, you may be asking, why is that so important? Yeah. Well, obviously an athlete has to be able to train, and they can't necessarily dedicate all of that time inside of a wind tunnel because they're not going to get any fitter inside of there. So this really is why it's been taking place.
Yeah, so rather than an athlete spending their time just living in a wind tunnel doing all the testing that is required, which is a lot to really optimise the suit, they don't have to be there.
No.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and actually, Ollie, I've got something to present you because when we were there, do you remember you got scanned?
Yeah.
Well,
I thought they were just doing that for like a joke.
Oh no. This arrived on my desk the other day. I'm going to hide the address. Don't get any love letters from you lot. Vortec, that's the company. So I think it's about time we actually open this up. Now, you didn't actually know about this, and this is literally, well, it's not live. Obviously, we have recorded this, but
I watched
it's almost an unboxing.
I watched Seven again last night, John.
Seven Dwarfs, Snow White.
It's not Gwyneth Paltrow's head in there, is it?
I have no idea what Oliver's talking about here, but inside of here, we've got stuff wrapped up. Now, it's in different pieces. I wish we had a camera now pointing down. Let's see what we've got. This is horrible. Absolutely. We've got a mini Oliver Bridgewood. Look at him. Vile. We've just had Halloween.
You can see my phone in my pocket.
You can, incredible. Yeah, you're right. I think this is probably the scariest thing, though. Is this?
Oh my god. Oh.
He's so excited, right? Because we did know it was coming, but I've kept it secret from Ollie. Can you tell the difference? We've also got here a small little bust, similar to what I've got on my mantelpiece of Julius Caesar. And there we are.
It's a bust of me.
Yeah, you're gonna give.
I'll tell you what. That's
your mum's Christmas present.
My mum's Christmas present sorted.
What else have they put in here? Tell you what. This is great. Oh my god, we've got an even smaller version of you. Leg muscles are the same size, though. Yeah, but this is basically what they've done. But they don't make them this small. They actually make them life size. So when we were there was 12 3D printers racked up in this place, and they were just printing limbs to assemble into athletes. It's incredible, isn't it?
So,
little Ollie, look.
Well, this is.
Even little Ollie.
So while this is quite amusing, it does have a legitimate purpose, which is if I'm training for the Olympics, I might be.
Yeah. I didn't watch anything.
Then if I'm not in the wind tunnel all day, what I can do is be scanned in my position, also with my head, and then this could be put in the wind tunnel, and they could test things like different helmets on me, different glasses, different clothing, different suits on my mannequin body, and see which is the optimum suit for me, and tailor a suit to me.
Actual size. Apparently, it's quite freaky, isn't it, when they pop out of the 3D printers? The guys they were saying.
Yeah, it's pretty scary.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to be faced with that. But an actual life-size replica. Oh, I wish you'd stop.
It's freaking me out. We should put it up here.
No, we shouldn't. We shouldn't.
I should just live there.
We should send it back to them to recycle and make a. I don't know. It's not going well, is it?
It's actually freaking me out, this, John. It reminds me of, on Time Team when they dig up like a skeleton and they recreate it and like some caveman and they create his face over the skull. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, it's freaking me out too. Moving on then from obscure British television programmes, briefly. Those Vortec skin suits don't come that cheap. They are at £3,000 each, but that does obviously include a full fitting session and sort of refinements in the wind tunnel and everything. I don't think you get a face to take away at the end of the session. Joking aside though, it is, quite a lot of money, but if you compare it to something like Formula 1, that is a drop in the ocean compared to how much money you'd spend to try and get a little bit quicker with an F1 car. Yeah,
oh, absolutely. And skin suits are really cool. I don't know if you remember, but in the Rio Games, Eli Viviani won gold in the Omnium. He actually used different skin suits for every single event in the Omnium. The reason being for this, that the suits were tailored for different speeds and different positions on the bike. So if he's doing, say, the kilo, he's in a pursuit position and he's traveling at, 55k an hour, say. Yeah. Whereas if he's doing the points race, he's traveling maybe an average of about 45k an hour, and he's on the drops position.
Yeah.
And the fastest suit at 55k an hour isn't usually the fastest suit at 45k an hour. And so it's pretty interesting how there's gains that can be made even there.
Yeah, the whole body position thing and how it affects the different fabrics and the stitching and everything, it's mind-blowing, isn't it?
Yeah, at their level, it's...
Yeah. There's probably actually a whole video we could do, well, there's definitely a whole video we could do on that. It's not the only area, though, is it, where gains being made. John Archibald of the Who What Bike team, he's popped down to Gainsbury's and he's got himself... There's a really poor joke, sorry. And he's got himself, a custom cockpit. So... Before the tri-bars, we shouldn't call them tri-bars really, aero extensions.
Extensions.
He's not doing a triathlon. Traditionally they're quite rounded affairs, aren't they? And, just small and spindly. But now a lot of riders are actually taking something a lot wider and more like a cup, I guess, for your forearms to go in. It's like a whole integration.
Yeah, so this is a cockpit that's being used by the Who What Bike team now, but it's the widest one I've seen. It's made by Pentaxia, and just look how that forearm is completely integrated into the tri-bar at the front. It's something else.
I love things like that because I had a look around this Pentaxia brand, and they make sort of structures for all different types of industries, and I think that's what the Who What Bike team are really good at, looking around and sort of thinking outside the box, so to say. It's
going to be interesting to see the other cockpits and toys that come out for the Olympics. What I'm really excited about, though, is that I've spoken to a few experts who are involved in this, and they're saying that there's a lot of tech that hasn't broken cover yet, a lot of exciting new things that are only going to be revealed at the last minute, which for cycling nerds, well, like us, is really cool. I mean, I can't wait.
I can't either, because according to the technical regulations of the UCI, yes, that's why I've got the glasses on today. It's not just the fact that I've got really poor eyesight. Equipment being used in competition has to have passed through, certain safety standards and tests and everything like that, as well as being used in competition prior to the Olympics. The Olympics has got very special rules around it. Again, I've emailed the UCI, I've never had a reply, so if you're watching UCI, please do reply to about 15 emails I have sent about these rules, because we are genuinely interested in it, aren't we? It's not to stir a hornet's nest or anything like that, we just want to know. But yeah, I'm mega excited about all this.
Yeah, and it has to be commercially available.
It does, yeah, because I'd love to buy some of this stuff. I probably couldn't afford it, but I'd like to be able to.
Well, we can't find it for sale anywhere, so John, just keep pressing refresh on Alibaba. It's going to appear any moment. It has to be commercially available.
All right.
Anyway, let us know what you think about the technological arms race for the Tokyo Games in the comments below. Yeah. What are you excited about seeing? What do you think we'll see?
Yeah.
Got some hot new waterproof tech to show you here. Got it with me. Oh, this is the new Gore Romance jacket. Comes in its own musette, and it's got this rather distinctive tie-dye colourway.
Blimey, it reminds me of my old raving days at the old discotheque. Why is this so exciting, Ollie?
Well, the Gore-Tex shake dry fabric has widely been regarded as class leading. I think anyone that's used it will agree. It's exceptionally waterproof, it's breathable, it's very packable, and also the waterproofing of it is really durable. And that's why we've seen it licensed out to other brands. So Castelli and Rafa now have their own versions of the sort of shake dry jacket.
Yeah, and I reckon I'm safe in saying the big downside up until now is that it's only been available in real dark sort of blocks of colour, so blacks, for instance. I mean, it's not necessarily a colour, depending on who you speak to. But thanks to new technology, and also the fact that user feedback, wishing to have a more visible rain jacket, they've come up with this.
Yeah, it's great to see, the technology has progressed so that now they can have brighter colours printed on this kind of fabric, which is, is really good to see. At the moment, they're only doing it as a limited edition. There's only like 200 available or something, but you can expect that that's only a short-term kind of marketing thing, and it will become more widely available. And they are pretty expensive, the Gore style jackets, but this kind of technology, we always see it come down in price over time. So eventually, it can only be a good thing.
Romantic too. There we are. And finally, I was at the Ruler Classic in the past week, and there's a video coming out on Saturday with some great bits of tech that I found there. I had some good fun there.
Yeah,
around.
looking forward to that.
Yeah, grubby handprints everywhere. More hot tech next week. It's now time for the part of the show called Screw Riding Upgrades, Buy Upgrades, where you submit before and after photos, videos, anything like that, of cycling-related upgrades that you've done.
It's 3D scans.
Yeah, in your bike-related life. I've just noticed, actually, that you're not wearing the prize that you could win if you win the segment, which is a GCN cap. Maybe we'll have to go back and get you scanned with a cap. It feels weird holding you.
So how do they submit, John?
Or they use the uploader tool found in the description.
No! Do not use the uploader.
Oh, yeah.
The uploader's dead.
Dead.
You have to use the app now.
Yeah.
Makes life easier for everyone.
Yeah, go on over to the App Store or the iOS Store, whatever you want to call it, and get that app so you can get involved.
Yes, now last week was an epic battle between Jeff and Nick.
Oh, yes, it was.
Yeah, and winning. Big win.
Yeah, big moment.
78% of the votes is Nick and the boardman Kalina.
Yeah.
It was Colin. Weird.
Yeah, it was Colin.
Anyway.
Yeah. Well, get in touch with us on Facebook to arrange the delivery of your casquette.
If you're pretentious.
Or French. It's the official term for that little racing cat.
Yes. Also, I also need to announce the winner from last week.
I think you did
The week
say it when
before.
you filmed it. I've heard you say this, Ollie.
When we filmed the tech show, I did announce the winner. However, the person that edited the tech show failed to include it. Rest assured, they were taken outside and given a stern talking to.
Wow.
What we can do is tell you that the winner was in actual fact Kev from Cleethorpes. Well done, Kev. Also, you will be getting a cap.
Just get in touch with us on Facebook, Kev.
Yeah.
I did see you actually commenting underneath last week's video asking who the winner was, and I did everything I could to not let you know that it was you, mate. Made you wait. Right, okay. This week then, first up is Ben from Canberra in Australia. That's in the ACT, isn't it? Is that the Australian Capital Territory? I think it stands for. Not really up to date on our Australian current affairs or territories, are we? Anyway. Once upon a time, due to the expense and limited income, Ben's wife convinced him to buy a second-hand green hybrid for just 50 Australian dollars back in 2003. After years of it being stuck at the back of the garage, Ben stripped the frame and hand-sanded it back to bare aluminium, and also did the same to the steel fork. Ben's youngest son designed the paintwork, and a couple of rattle cans were used to give it a good coating, plus some decals to stick on the frame and give it a name. Ben fitted a second-hand SRAM Apex 1x11 group set and a new BB after the old one took 2 weeks to remove.
2 weeks?
2 weeks? I hope you had a break. A second-hand saddle, some new bars and plenty more. Ben fitted 26-inch wheels, but finding non-disc brake ones isn't that easy, but he did. The bike was finished off with a set of Welgo pedals and a pair of Conti Speed King tyres. It's currently bearing the name Dirty Mongrel to highlight its unknown bits and pieces history and its current life as a gravel bike.
Do you know what?
There's the old green monstrosity before.
I like that he managed to remove that bike lock.
I wonder if that took 2 weeks.
Do you know what?
That looks good, doesn't it?
That looks great.
Yeah. The bars, that must be a couple of rolls of bar tape. The tyres look like a fat bike tyres.
I reckon I'd do quite well on that if I rode that round the Zondervan course.
Yeah, I reckon you would, mate.
I reckon I'd make it down.
Ben, ship that bike over. I reckon you'd make it up on that.
I'd take that to Zondervan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good that.
Yeah, and if you had that bike, would you put this on the handlebars as well?
Probably. I like that, it's good. Ben, it's not going to be easy for him. It's not going to be plain sailing.
It's never easy for anyone.
No,
never.
Because Ben is up against Greg from Ohio, which is in America.
Yeah. North America.
If you were wondering where Ohio is.
Yeah.
So Greg gave his one and only 10-speed setup, John Pincello build, to his daughter as an early graduation gift.
Blimey.
Now Greg is a fan of the builder of this bike because he's very French and he builds very fast and roadworthy frames. But Greg didn't particularly like the paint job, and so, I think he's decided to strip it and
Yeah.
completely change it. And he's got rid of like the fade thing, and then he's built it back up with a 10-speed group set, new Hutchinson tyres, added a new very smart looking Regal saddle, some commuter style pedals, and Greg's daughter absolutely loves it.
Well, that's all that matters.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yeah, and here's a pic that she took of it while at the library.
Right, there it is before the old Jean Pincello. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I like that head badge.
yeah,
Quite cool, don't it?
Yeah, a little Campagnolo
Oh, I like that
bearing
fade.
in it. Look at
I
that.
reckon I could do that. Do you reckon?
No, you couldn't.
Okay, I couldn't.
Wow. I mean, that's
Outside the library as well, doing a study.
There's like a nice sort of commuter bike zipping around campus, going to the library. I think that's great.
It's got Campagnolo record on it. I mean, that's a hell of a graduation gift, isn't it? Early graduation.
I think that.
Hope she graduated.
I think.
Let us know.
I think that Jeff's door needs to just undo the stem plate and just rotate the bars round.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Maybe
That's.
put some other pedals on or not. It's
No,
all right
I
for around
think
town,
no.
actually. Yeah.
I think that's.
Sorry.
I think that's spot on for what she wants,
Yeah.
for what she's doing with it. I think that's.
How do you know? You don't even know her.
That's spot on.
You're just thinking. Right. Anyway, who's it going to be?
In my imagination,
Yeah, that's
perfect.
That's what Greg's daughter wants.
Greg's daughter.
Yeah, well, that's fine then. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks good though. But who's it going to be? Ben or Greg? Get involved. Top right hand corner. You vote. You decide. We don't decide. Next week we will reveal the winners, and it will go in the edit too. And someone will be getting a little cap.
Yeah. Is Greg getting the cap or is his daughter getting the cap?
His daughter. She now owns the bike.
She deserves it.
Yeah.
She took the
Well,
picture.
they might not even win.
It's now time for the Bike Vault, where you submit pictures using the app
Yeah.
of your bikes, and myself and John judge them to be either nice or super nice.
And what happens, Ollie, if they get a super nice?
Well, the bell gets rung and they go into the Bike Vault.
But I can't seem to find the bell this week. Hang on, who's that? Who's that?
It's the postman.
The postman? Well, come on in, don't just stand there.
I love presents.
Yeah, go on, give it to him.
Hey, it's from Belgium. Hopefully it's some Stroop waffles.
Oh, I do like a Stroop waffle, you know that, Ollie. Tantalising my taste buds.
It's,
Right, what have we got then?
It's the bell.
From Belgium? What was it doing in Belgium?
There's a note. Dearest jongens, Ollie and John, I saw you riding in the field at the cyclocross at Zonhoven. I see you left your ringer piece behind by mistakes in the sands, so I'm sending the ringer back to you by post. Yours, Willy van Schmidt. Weird.
Why was the bell in bleeding Zonhoven?
Yeah, I was doing a Bike Vault special.
Yeah.
And in the sand in the pit, and I forgot, and I left it by mistake, like Willie says.
Oh, right, okay. Well, thanks, Willie, anyway. Oh,
Yeah,
great.
thanks.
Nothing else in there? No snacks of the week?
No.
All right, okay, all right, cool. Don't be like that. Willie's a nice bloke. Okay, right, first one up this week then is Thad from Paulding County, Georgia. This is a Fuso or a Fusso with Shimano 600. Whoa, that's a lot. Looks like a. You wouldn't want to walk through there at night, would you, if there was some ruffians around?
No, nice, isn't it, that?
Yeah. Okay, straight away, I cannot give this super nice, Ollie. Why? Bottle cages, they don't match.
Yeah. I mean, we're also not quite at 3. We're at 5. Well,
We're about 245.
Yeah, 245.
No biggie smalls. It always is biggie smalls because look at the size of that cassette or freewheel.
Yeah.
Tyres, you know, like the angle of the valves.
Too many infractions.
Yeah,
That's
nice bike.
That's a nice. Next up,
Okay.
Patty, who's in Austin, Texas.
Whoa. What have we got here? That's it's a time trial bike, isn't it?
Yeah, it's cool. Is
Is that the B2?
Yeah.
No, is it B2 or something like that? Or I've forgotten what they were called.
Yeah, I've forgotten. I believe that is the old time trial. My friend Jack had one of those, but it's been converted into a road bike conversion. I think that's really cool. You've got like a really nice aero bike.
Yeah, nice
gold,
one, Patty.
gold chain.
Some of that, ding-a-ling-a-ling.
I'm digging that. I think that's a really cool bike.
I always like those vision, like filled in chain rings as well.
Yeah, and I like the
valves are lined up.
Yeah, we've got like yellow on the bottle cage and then a bit of yellow on the frame.
Yeah,
and
the Live Strong thing, I think.
Tyre logos, gator skins matched up. Nice depth of field.
Yeah, depth of field.
Good lighting.
Again,
there's good lighting in Austin, Texas.
Yeah, invite us out there.
Do you know what?
Hint.
I think that's
yeah.
I think that's a super nice.
Yeah, well, seen as was it Willie Van Smith? He returned the bell. Do you want to ring it or not?
You can.
Oh yeah, I guess during that bike vault special, you probably rang it a lot.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
All right, well, I'll take a look out for that one. Right, there we go. First one into the vault.
Yes.
Oh. Right.
Next up is Willie. It's a different Willie.
Yeah.
On the Glendora Mountain Road.
Oh, look at that.
And that's a fantastic road.
That is, isn't it?
Is that
what a backdrop.
What is that bike?
That's an Enigma. That's an Enigma.
Oh, yes, titanium.
Yeah.
And with these Hunt wheels in there.
Ram Force Axis, is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
We've not had many Access bikes yet. That's one of the first ones I've seen in the vault.
Yeah, Hunt wheels, like you've already said. Valve caps on the inner tubes. I'm not a big fan of those.
Yeah. Well, that's just like 3 grams that you could easily lose.
Rotational weight. It all matters.
Yeah.
But that's a hell of a backdrop. Is that some sort of reservoir? Or no, it's a road going up to it, isn't there? Look at the zigzag.
Yes, it's a good looking. I would quite like to ride a bike. He's got his Wahoo on there as well.
Yeah.
It looks like lizard skins, bar tape. Very
no spacers on top of the stem either, or just the one permitted 5mm on there.
What's that thing on the top tube?
Oh, hang on. This is an S&S coupling, so it's a foldable one. Yeah, because you can see there, that's where the cable's joined down there underneath the bottle cage on the down tube. Yeah, so it's actually a folding bicycle, but not how we know folding bicycles, traditionally Bromptons and that kind of thing. Yeah, it's a fold-up one, mate.
I mean, he's not quite got his tyre logos matched up, but I'm willing...
Oh, yeah.
I'm willing to let that slide, I think, John.
It's a slippery slope, isn't it?
What are you saying?
To be honest, you don't often see those. I'm sure it's SS couplings. Rode once with a guy who had some of those, and yeah, absolutely
super nice.
Incredible. Yeah, super nice.
Yeah, so you.
All right,
fine.
I'm sure your arm's tired. Nice one. Right.
Next one, we've got Olmedo Augusto from Panama, and he's got his giant Talon.
Yeah.
With his 29 wheels.
Yeah, it still looks like a 29er.
So he's a roadster. Well, he's a big fan of GCN. He's not a GMBNer, but he's got for where he lives. That's a better bike for him.
Yeah, I'd love to go there.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. I like the grass in the background, the palm trees. Oh, it reminds me of when I lived once upon a time on that island in the Atlantic Ocean. No one has ever guessed it correctly. They try and guess where I used to live. They said Iceland the other week. There's no palm trees in Iceland, is there? You've been.
I didn't see any.
No, not Iceland. Keep guessing.
I mean, his pedals not in the 3 o'clock position.
No,
but
valve caps are.
Yes, well, and the tyre logos aren't matched up correctly, but the pedal is in that position because he's using it to prop it up against the curb.
Yeah,
I think it's a nice.
Yeah, nice.
It's a nice bike.
We've got Ludon with a giant TCI Advanced SL1 disc. Now, the app doesn't allow locations, does it?
At the moment.
Yeah,
it's being developed.
For security reasons. But in the description of the bike, you could, for the time being, just put in there where you're from. You don't have to give us your house number, because that would just be a bit creepy, a bit weird, but you could give us the state or county.
Yes, the region.
Yeah, the rough part of the world where you're from. Anyway, right, this is Ludon's giant TCR.
Which could be anywhere.
Yeah, Ludon.
It's next to a fence.
Yeah, probably the back garden, I reckon.
Yes.
What's that? Oh, I like that.
That looks like Y-Bird from Playdays. Which is a cultural reference. Most of the audience won't have a clue what I'm talking about. Anyway, that's a nice bike.
Pigeon
I like it.
Yeah.
It's got his absolute black chain rings on there.
Yeah.
Biggie Smalls.
GP 5000s.
He's got the tyres really well.
They're brand new, aren't they?
Brand
they
new.
Are absolutely brand new.
Yes.
What else have we got? The bars are a funny shape, aren't they?
They're an aero.
Yeah, but it's that kind of rise up.
But he's got a traditional drop. We don't see that too often.
No. You can also see there's something really flat. Can you see that there? Just beneath the hood.
Maybe he's stuck on a shifter or something.
I don't know.
But
can't see it on the other
nice
one.
matching bottle case. He's stuck to the rules.
Yeah.
He's textbooked it.
Yeah.
I think that's a super
Yeah,
nice.
and I do like that duck in the background too. Yeah, so super nice. It doesn't always have to be in the most exotic location, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Right, final one is Cowpel at the Chateau de la Hulpe in Belgium with the MBK Mirage Pro. Whoa, nice looking bike that.
Blimey, no.
What?
Is that the Chateau de la Hulpe?
I don't know. Is
Or
it?
Chateau Solvay?
Oh, now you say Chateau Solvay, it could well be.
Yeah, completed in 1842. Stands in the heart of an estate that is listed exceptional heritage site in the municipality of La Hulpe, formerly known by the Belgian chemist and engineer Ernest Solvay.
Solvay.
Remember that guy?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
This French-inspired castle has such splendour that even the most demanding of clients are satisfied with the building. I mean, absolutely superb ivory growth
Yeah,
on the corners of that
ivy,
chateau.
you don't want to let that take over too long though on your property. It can cause serious damage.
Well, on the Chateau Solvay, it's carefully managed. On the ground floor, the chateau fans out into a series of reception rooms. Some are more intimate, some
Nice.
are more stately.
We could go
Together,
there.
they make a very tranquil and harmonious ensemble. It can accommodate 400 people. Cocktail reception.
That
I know
is super nice, isn't it?
it's super. I mean, imagine being there and having some Ferrero Rocher. It's more than like a dream.
The ambassador's reception.
Spoiling us.
Super nice. More Bike Vault next week. Look at that steeple. There we are, another show done and dusted. It's good to have you back in here, mate. We're like
you too.
a rock band that's broken up, but we've got back together.
Yeah, well, we hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, then you'd like to support the content we make, you can do it. It's easy to subscribe and click the bell icon if you haven't already. That's important. And I know we're banging on about it, but just download the app. Makes life easier.
Yeah, exactly. And you can get involved with a fellow community of, tech lovers and geeks out there too.
Yeah, and if you'd like to watch that video we mentioned about the Hoob team and pushing tech boundaries and stuff,
Click on Little Ollie. And for another video, click on the real Ollie, not this one.
yeah.
What are you going to do with that?
It's my mum's Christmas present, I've told you. She'll love that on the mantelpiece. There you go. Look, it's
Lucky
me,
Melody.
Mum.
Lucky Melody.
How do you know my mum's name?
Because I'm a big fan of ABC, the Lexicon of Love album.